All right, Andrew, I got two questions for you. Two of them. First one, you
Cool.
said DC Comics, right? Did I hear that right? DC Comics? We're going to see if we're about to be best friends forever. Who is your favorite? Who's your favorite DC character? Is it Batman or is it someone else? Favorite. All-time
He's
favorite.
like, you should see where my other tattoo is.
Yeah, right.
I got
No. I'm on both sides of the fence. I got Toby Spider. But okay, so favorite DC character. I mean, one would think it'd be Batman with all the toys and comics and stuff that I have. But actually, it's Dick Grayson.
I knew I liked you. He is
That's
hands down the
mine.
best. That's mine.
He's
Love
a
it,
free
man.
spirit, bit of humor.
Better Batman.
Right now, I'm reading Batman Black Mirror by Scott Snyder. So he's taking on that kind of darker role for himself, even though that's not who he is. But he has to do it because he's honoring Bruce and he's protecting Gotham. And I just love Dick Grayson.
It's my boy. That's my boy. He's my favorite. All right, awesome. All right, you passed. You passed the.
Great question.
Are you really a DC fan? So perfect. All right.
The only thing I didn't like was whenever they changed the blue to red.
Oh, yeah. I like the blue.
Yeah, for 52. Yeah, for
52. Yeah.
They went back to the blue though.
They went back to blue. But
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, we'll jump back. We'll stop talking about Dick Grayson. But then they had the Grayson series for a little bit, and I was into it for a little bit, and I was like,
he's like a secret agent and everything, and then went to Batman Robin Eternal.
Yeah, it got a little weird, but it was fun. All right, back to your book. Sorry, you said DC. Right. I got excited. I get excited.
I was going to ask.
Definitely hearing that you're a Dick Grayson fan. Love it, dude. All right, so I've spoken with a few authors on the channel, and I always find it interesting to dive a little bit deeper into areas in your writing that are the easiest and the hardest, because you go through and talk with people like, hey, I love it's very easy for me to go through and write action scenes, but the dialogue is kind of what I'm not awesome at, or vice versa, or building that arc that you're really looking for within your characters. I'm curious for you, Andrew, what is from your perspective, the easiest and the hardest to go through and write? The weather.
I'll be honest with you, because it's like I pay attention more to the characters and the magic and what they're going through than the weather. And right now at this point, with my current project, I have to figure out how to adjust how the sun works, and have to figure out how the things with the wind and clouds, and that's going to be one whole edit alone just for that. So I'm going to pick that. It wasn't the original thing, but that's going to be the big thing at the moment, as far as difficulties of weather.
Oh yeah, because you're doing like a Lord of the Rings thing. How do I say it without giving away? You have a lot going on, right? And you have to figure out where
there's
people
too much
are.
going on. This story was the three continents all being featured with 14 hours apart, and then I decided I have to get rid of the 14 hours apart. It's driving me absolutely mad. I have to get rid of it. And I said to myself, Andrew, you don't like daylight savings time, so why are you doing this to yourself? Why in blue blazes would you separate the continents by 14 hours? So now I have to. That's why the weather is even more a pain in the butt in the situation of the moons and the sun and everything, because I now have to figure out when is it daylight and when is it nighttime, and all align it into one time zone, even though they're here. Just so it's not confusing for myself and for the readers, even though I'm sure the readers wouldn't mind, but one less Advil.
I don't know how you're doing that, because I have by the end of my novella, like there's like just like I have to get everybody in. I got try not to spoil it, in one location, right? But it's like larger, and it's like just to do that, and like I had to like map it out on Adobe Express with like different like tiles and stuff like D&D just to make sure that and like everybody's where they're supposed to be at that time. So I kept thinking when you said that before when we talked, I was like, oh my gosh, like mine's just in this one location, and yours is like an entire continent. So I can't imagine trying to match everything up.
That's when it's too involved. That's when it's too involved, and so that's why I had to put everybody in the same time zone, because I didn't want to have to graph it out. I didn't want to have to keep on guessing, and I kept it simple. It's probably going to end up being the most simplest part of this new one. The Scorched Hunter, though, it's all in the same time zone. Very simple. The weather is actually better than this one. It's not as frightful, but the fire in it is so delightful.
Well played. Well played.